All right, hey, what's going on, guys? So this is something that I haven't done on this channel before, which is how to remove the back glass of a phone. This is an iPhone XS, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I remove the back glass on these devices. So let's go and fix this iPhone XS. So I don't take the whole phones apart. I know a lot of people do take the entire phone apart to remove the back glass. I don't. I just use a temperature that I believe to be a safe temperature for these kind of repairs. If you'd like to know the temperature, comment below temperature and I will put it in the comment section if you guys want to try it. Okay, so I got my temperature set and I'm ready to go. Okay, so this looks like the back glass has been replaced before also. So it's going to be a lot easier than replacing the original back glass. So keep that in mind, guys, as you're watching this video.
Perfect.
Yeah, look at that. The frame is no good. We're just gonna add a little bit of heat to this to kind of and even the battery, we didn't get the battery too hot, so you can see that I still can touch it. And like I said, even with a regular back glass repair that's an OEM, I'm still able to touch the glass because of the temperature that I'm using, and I don't have to really worry about necessarily burning myself because the temperature is just enough to melt the glue. And you just want to make sure that you go around and clean up all of these corners. That's the difference between the glass sitting flush or not. And I'm going to make it a little bit easier on myself. Going to get a toothbrush, alcohol on it, and just brush everything. Then you can come back and you can lift, almost like lift everything with your hands, or with your fingers, I should say. See that? So now I can come back with something like this and then just rub it. Just got to be careful right there. I'm not using a sharp tool, so not going to really damage anything there. I mean, a blunt tool still can still damage stuff, but I did not. There's usually microphones here, so that's why you want to be careful of is the microphone that's there. If you damage that microphone, you're gonna have to change the whole charging port.
Perfect.
So the previous shop didn't clean most of this glue. You can still see some right here. And on some of the newer phones over here, you might find a microphone. You want to be careful with that also. Like iPhone 14s, 14 Pro Max, all of those phones, be careful of that microphone. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's how you remove the back glass on an iPhone, whether it's a 12, 13, 14. It's almost going to be the exact same, where you're just kind of heating up the board or the glass and then removing it. So I think the screen is broken on this one, so it might not get anything from it at all. Yeah, the screen is broken, but it's still working. Just got to put a new glass on it, and that's it. The frame is broken also. For a broken frame, I would say maybe like epoxy. You can use some epoxy, two-part epoxy. Mix it up and then put it inside and let it sit maybe for like a day or two, and it will hold it pretty well. Uh, there's like an epoxy kind of putty that you mix up also. That might work, but it'll be like big and chunky. So I'll definitely use maybe some epoxy between here. Like that, I'll just take it apart and then put some epoxy in and then kind of slide it back together and let the epoxy do its work. If you're really wanting to get it done properly, just sand it down a little bit. And that way the epoxy have something to bind to or to bond to. And that way you'll have a stronger hold when it's all put back together. And it'll help close up this gap that's here, because usually after we remove the back glass, there's like a little space here, because even though you try to get good quality back glass, it's not perfectly aligned, so you're gonna have a little bit of space there that you have to deal with. So that epoxy would really help with that. So if you have an iPhone 10, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, anything that has a glass back, you can use the same method to remove that glass back. If you'd like to get the temperature, comment below temperature, and I will surely put it in the comment section. And that way, all you guys can try it out. It's not hot enough to really damage anything. As long as you keep the air moving, you should be able to remove the glass. It's just going to take a little bit more muscle. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.